I've been a fitness instructor, personal trainer, massage therapist, and beauty therapist for over 30 years. And I'm going live most Tuesdays and Thursdays for about 10 minutes just before I start doing a class. I've got an interesting one for you today. This is about Pilates, and really the interesting thing about it is that somebody came up to me the other day and I said, "Oh, you should go to Pilates." She said, "I can't do Pilates." And I was like, "Really? Do you not understand what Pilates is all about?" Now, ladies and gentlemen, any of you that happen to be watching, at the end of the day, what is really important is Pilates is for anybody, absolutely anybody, whether you can't get off the floor, whether you can get off the floor, whether you want to get off the floor, whether you're fit and healthy, whether you're a dancer, anything like that. It's really, really important that you all do it. And there's no such thing as can't. I have had people saying, "Oh, I can't do Pilates because I can't get on the floor." And it's like, well, there is chair Pilates, but ultimately you can put a chair to get yourself up off the floor. Now, the most important thing is if you can't get off the floor, how's your mobility going to be affected as you go on? If you're already not being able to get up and down off the floor. So it's really important that you find a Pilates instructor and you tell them of your problems and why you're worried and whatever you'd like to do. But you really need to understand that Pilates is all about structurally realigning your body. It's all about helping with your mobility and your flexibility, helping with injury. It's also for those of you that are already fit to stop you getting injury and things like that. So ultimately, Pilates is the get to go to that you do if you're a beginner coming into a class. Don't go starting on a high impact class. Don't go start going to something high impact aerobics or anything like that. You need to go to a Pilates class to learn to understand how your body functions and moves. And this, I can't do Pilates. That, a good Pilates instructor will offer any alternatives for you to be able to do whatever you're going to do. And the other one, like, I can't get down and off the floor, that is what we're here for. We're there to train your body to make it so it's strong enough and flexible enough and mobile enough to get yourself up and down off the floor. There's always going to be a moment where there'll be somebody who can't get off the floor because they might be very, very ill. And that, well, you wouldn't be at class anyway, would you? But trust me, if you're doing Pilates and you want to go to a Pilates class, you tell the instructor about your worries. You tell the the instructor that, "Oh, I don't think I can get up and down," and then we can find a chair for you. I train people that have got multiple sclerosis and have lots of different issues. And at the end of the day, they all can get down and up off the floor. They might take their time, but they can. So for those of you who are just joining us, hi guys. At the end of the day, we're talking about people who say they can't do Pilates. And as an instructor and of over 30 years, there's one thing you can do is everybody needs to be able to do it. It's a fantastic way of getting yourself mobile and flexible and ready to go to other classes as well, and a fantastic way to stop you from getting injuries if you are somebody who is very active. Now, let's talk about ages, right? So I'm in my 60s and I've probably got the best mobility I've ever had in my life. And that's because I'm obviously consistent with my classes and my exercises and things like that. But obviously, the one thing we have to remember about our body is it was made to exercise. It's not made to sit around doing absolutely nothing. And if you're really scared about going to a class, there's online classes you can go to, or you can go up to the instructor when you arrive and say, "Look, I'm a bit scared. I don't know whether I can go there, whether I can do the class." A good Pilates instructor will be able to show you the best way to be able to do your workout. Now, everybody that comes to my classes, we do reset Pilates, we do strength, we do Dynabands, I do online. Hi, Joy from Bangladesh. Blimey, you're a long way from me. I'm up north in Herefordshire. And so basically what we're looking at is that I'm just trying to tell people there isn't such thing as I can't do Pilates. If you get a chance to sort of go back and listen to what I was talking about, you'll understand that I'm here to make people feel better. That's my job. I want people to enjoy the experience of going to a class, but not turn around and say to me, no, I can't do it, because they can. And a good instructor will show them how they can. And you know what? If you go to a Pilates class, at the end of the day, what happens is you suddenly find you can get up. You suddenly find, oh my God, it was easy to bend down. Oh, it was easy to squat. Oh my, I can get up onto the top cupboard. I couldn't do that before. And what does that mean? That keeps you independent, keeps you happy, and everything else like that. So if you want to know what my name is, at the beginning it says Harriet Susan Gardner, and yeah, and the country is England. I'm all the way over in England, but I have started doing online classes. I'm not going to stay on very long because I've actually got a class I'm going to teach online now at 12 o'clock, which is a kettle size class, or kettlebell class, I would say, which obviously is my next thing that I will probably talk about one of these days. And I will talk about the importance of strength. Now, everything I do is unscripted. It's my opinion. I have 30 years experience in this field, but at the end of the day, I know what works and what's best for you, because I've been doing it a long time and I've seen the results with people that are coming to my classes who've been personally trained by me or are doing some online classes. So I've just started doing my online classes a couple of weeks ago, and anybody can do them. They've obviously got to have a Facebook account, and they can find me under Harriet Susan Gardner, and then I can send them to the private group that I'm doing my online classes with at this moment in time. I will probably use a different I'll use a different platform, but it's a bit early days. I tend to, everything's unscripted. Everything is as you see, I mean, hopefully I'm looking half decent. I've just come back from teaching some classes and I'm just about to get ready to do my other one. I'm just teaching from home around here in sunny up north near Manchester. Anyway, it's just a quickie come on today, and I hope you don't need to come to England. All you need to do is you need to go online. And what I'll do is my name is Harriet Susan Gardner. You can tell by my YouTube page, and you can find me on Facebook. Bye.